Hey everybody in the Going Vegan for Health group, this is Vegan Coach Naomi. I wanted to pop into the group tonight just for like 10 minutes to talk about the 21-day Beat Emotional Eating Challenge. I've been getting a ton of questions about it, and so I want to talk about who this challenge is for and who this challenge is not for, in case you're considering it and you're wondering if it's for you. So obviously, like, if you think that you struggle with emotional eating, then and you've seen that photo, that picture that I have for the challenge with the wolf on her back, and it says, do you feel like you have a food monster on your back? If you're screaming, that's me, this challenge is for you. But it's pretty, there's a lot of different things about it. And so I want to talk about who this challenge is for and who it's not for, so that you can decide whether now is the right time for you to do a challenge like this, because I want it to be meaningful. I never want to just do a challenge and, not have you get something out of it. Lots of people do that all over the internet. That's not me. So if you're watching, I know some of you are on. I did not announce that I was coming on tonight. I just decided to just pop in here and talk about it. Let me know that you can hear me. Let me know that you are here so I can say hi. So here's the deal. So here's who this challenge is for. So if you've already tried to go vegan one or more times, but you can't stick to it, even though you understand the health benefits, even though you've watched all the documentaries, June is on, yay, June. Courtney's here, hey, loud and clear. How was your day today, Courtney, with your whole food plant-based diet? I would love to hear it. Jerry, I just signed up a little while ago. Wonderful. So let me tell you who this challenge is for and who it's not for. So, A, it's for you if you've already tried to go vegan one or more times, but you can't stick with it even though you understand the health benefits, you've seen all the documentaries, and you're still overweight. Or even worse, you're sick with high blood pressure, pre-diabetes, diabetes, a cardiovascular disease, high cholesterol, any of those things. If you're overweight and sick and you know about the health benefits, but you still can't do it and you've tried and tried, then this challenge is for you. Courtney says, you would be proud of me. It was a success. Oh my God, that's great. What did you have today? What did you make last night when you got home from the retreat? Courtney and his wife Vanity came on the Vegan Awakening retreat this past weekend, and he did whole food, plant-based, no oil, and food prepping with me on this retreat and our whole big group all weekend long, and he loved the food and everything that we ate. It was so much fun. Tell me, Courtney, what did you make last night that you ate today? And I'm already so proud that you're on here, because when you join in, you participate, and you talk about it, then your focus is really good and really clear. And if you give yourself those little that help every single day, it'll help you stick to it. And we have a lot of that going on in this group all the time. So tell me, what did you guys eat today, and how'd your kids do, and how's everybody? All right. So A, you've already tried to go vegan one or more times. You can't stick to it. You already know the health benefits. You're overweight. You're possibly sick, and you still can't do it. B, this challenge is for you if you're already vegan, right? But you can't lay off the vegan junk food. And so then you can't lose weight, even though you want to adopt a whole food plant-based diet and experience that true health turnaround where you lose the weight, the blood pressure comes down, the cholesterol comes down, the glucose comes down, you're feeling amazing, your digestion's amazing, you have that energy, but you can't get there because you're stuck on vegan junk food. And you already know all the health benefits. You've already tried doing it. So this challenge is for you if that's you. You're already vegan and you just can't get off the vegan junk food, okay? So who else is this challenge for? This challenge is for anyone who satisfies A or B above and also finds themselves eating emotionally. So when you see that food monster picture that I said, you have a food monster on your back and you're like, that's me, that's me. If you find that you're eating out of emotional circumstances, so like whether it's a celebration, a great thing, a promotion, a birthday party, you're eating, you're shoving cake in your face, or you're eating out of anger, frustration, boredom, depression, anxiety, shame, guilt, any of those things. So anywhere on that spectrum, if you find yourself eating like that. Courtney Little had slurpable pad thai zoodles for lunch and chickpea smash power Sammys for dinner. Wow. And what about the kids? Did they try anything? Like, how did that go? I wonder, you have one child who eats lots of veggies, so maybe he liked the zoodles. I'm wondering how that goes. That is amazing. How are you feeling with your digestion? You're like on day 4 of a whole food plant-based diet. So I'm wondering how that's going. All right, so C is somebody who knows they're running to food for emotional reasons, like they can feel it happening and they know. Okay, so that's A, B, C. That's who this challenge is for. And D, anyone who satisfies A or B plus C and also definitely enjoys journaling. Okay, this is a journaling challenge, which means you're going to think about things and then write about how you really feel about it because you want to break this pattern. Right? So someone who enjoys journaling and really wants to delve under the surface level bullshit that you're operating on right now, and find out what may be causing this emotional eating for you, this monster that's on your back, right? As well as that you want to learn some new practical strategies. You want to learn new ways to think about this, and you want to try a bunch of different strategies so that you can figure out what might work for you, because what works for Courtney is not the same thing that's going to work for Dawn or June, right? Everybody's going to be different. So this challenge will help you to really delve under the bullshit, A, and B, learn new strategies and be able to try them. And then you need to report back to the group every day what you think about the topic or the thing you tried or the thing you learned. And this way you also get to read and hear what everybody else said, and so that you feel heard, you feel understood, and you're going to learn some new ways of dealing with things. Right? Because what you really need in those situations is not food. It's not food. You need something else, and you need to figure out what is that something that you need. Courtney's saying it was a hit for my middle kid, which we knew it would be, and it's a work in progress for the oldest and the youngest, which we knew also. And you know what? That's a great attitude to be able to just sort of roll with it. And I recommend watching that documentary Vegucated with your kids, because it shows other families with children that have adopted a they just adopted a vegan diet, and it also shows kids all the different reasons to adopt a vegan diet, because a lot of kids might not be focused on health aspects, but they might be more interested in not eating an actual animal that has feathers and a cute face. You know what I mean? Like, kids have different reasons. Some of them are environmentalists, and they don't always, understand about like health. Although some that are not feeling well might understand about energy and feeling better or looking better. But sometimes there's other things like the animals and the environmental aspects. So Vegucated is great for families. All right, where was I? Because you want to turn this food monster into your faithful friend. And in order to do that, you've got to feed it what it wants. And it isn't actual food. It's something else that you need. It could be understanding. It could be forgiveness. It could be that you need love. It could be that you need a fucking break. You need a rest. It could be that you need to stand up to your boss and say something. It could be like a million different things, whatever it is for you, right? So that's who this challenge, this 21-day Beat Emotional Eating Challenge is for. To recap really quick, you've already tried going vegan and you just can't do it, even though you know about all the health benefits and you are overweight and sick. B, you're already vegan, but you can't lay off the junk food, so you can't adopt a whole food plant-based way of eating so you don't lose the weight and you don't get that health turnaround. This challenge is for you to break that junk food addiction. This is for you. C, this challenge is for anyone who satisfies A or B and knows they're an emotional eater. They know that they way overeat at celebrations and promotions and parties, and they they also emotionally eat when they're angry, frustrated, bored, they have anxiety, they're turning off to the McDonald's when they have anxiety or depression. So you know you emotionally eat. This challenge is for you. And also A, B, and C, and you gotta have D, because D is somebody who enjoys journaling and really wants to delve underneath what's stopping you from living your best life right now, and really wants to make changes to improve that. So that's who this challenge is for. Now, here's who this challenge is not for. And if you're just hopping on now, or you just hopped on another few minutes ago, then you're going to want to replay this from the beginning. It's pretty short. I've only been on for about 10 minutes. And I'm talking about who is this 21-day Beat Emotional Eating Challenge for. And now, and I recapped that and I talked about it. Now I'm going to talk about who is it not for. Okay? So this challenge is not for anyone or someone who has not tried to go vegan at all yet, okay? So if you've never tried to go vegan, this challenge is not for you. This challenge is focusing on aspects of emotional eating, and it's geared to wanting to let go of vegan junk food and also, yes, the animal foods, but This is not a whole food plant-based learning course, and I don't go about the basics of going vegan, so this challenge is not for you if you've never gone vegan before. This is for people who have gone vegan and they want to go whole food plant-based vegan and have that personal health success story turnaround. So you need to have already gone vegan in order to do this challenge. Okay, B. This challenge is not for someone who has never heard of the health benefits of a whole food plant-based diet and who's never seen any of the documentaries such as Forks Over Knives or What the Health or Food Choices or Plant Pure Nation. After you've watched those and tried to go vegan on your own and then you realize you have a problem with emotional eating, then this challenge is for you. But if you've not watched any of those and you do not know anything about the health benefits of a whole food plant-based diet, then this challenge is not for you, because I don't teach the benefits of a whole food plant-based diet as a whole in this challenge. I do that in other classes, and I do that actually on the weekly Wednesday Live. I talk about it all the time. In fact, I never shut up about the health benefits of a whole food plant-based diet. All right, this challenge is also not for someone who does not like journaling. If you don't like to write in a journal, do not take this challenge, okay? I'm clear in on the sales page that describes all about this challenge that it is a journaling challenge. And so you'll be writing about your feelings, you'll be thinking hard about your behavior and your motivations and what's going on in your life and the people in your life and how you act. And one sentence answers are not going to get you anywhere. So if you don't like journaling and thinking about things, then this challenge is not going to be for you. Okay? D, someone who does not have time for serious reflection and doing the writing and the thinking and the journal prompt and the action step and then posting their feelings about it in the group. is not going to benefit from this challenge. So this challenge is not for you if you just don't have time. If you seriously just don't have time for 21 days. I would say you need at least 20 minutes or more a day of some sort of quiet time to reflect on this, okay? So, so someone who has no time for this challenge is not for you. All right, and E, this challenge is not for you if you do not want to be part of a group, if you do not want to be part of a Facebook group and you don't want to listen or really work with others in a group, or you really don't want to be vulnerable, then this challenge is really not the best thing for you, because there's a lot of magic in a group, and that's why I work in groups. That's why all my classes are Facebook groups and my weight loss groups are groups, and you know, my retreats are groups, is because you learn so much by listening to what other people are going through and relating it to what you're going through and seeing how they overcome and learning from other people, and also giving your love to them and letting them see your experience, strength, and hope. That's really, really meaningful. And so in this challenge, when you read what the other women have written, and when you realize that they're being vulnerable and they're just like you and we all have similar experiences, you really learn a lot. And that's the magic of the groups. Some people don't like groups and they don't want to do that and they're not ready for that. Then this challenge, if that's you, this challenge is not for you. So, that's all I wanted to talk about today, which is the 21-day Beat Emotional Eating Challenge. It is starting on May 1st, and I wanted to really specify, take this 10 minutes to specify who this challenge is for, which we discussed in the beginning, and who this challenge is not for. So if you have an emotional eating monster on your back, a food monster on your back, and you want to learn how to feed it properly so that he can become your faithful best friend, that's what this challenge is for. So I hope this was helpful. We have a really nice group shaping up, and I just really wanted to specify that, because I've been getting a lot of, messages, is this right for me, if this and that. So I'm going to post the link to the challenge so that you can read all about it. Right? And you can say to yourself, is this for me? Do I have time? Have I tried a plant-based diet already? Am I an emotional eater? Is that me? Could that be my problem? If that's you, then you'll want to read all about it. And there's a really cool thing that everybody who participates in this challenge gets an amazing, you get to stamp your own, you get to order your own stamped necklace with an inspiration word and stone that you can pick out that is meaningful to you, that comes to you as a result of this challenge. You'll end up with a word at the very end of it that you'll be able to touch the necklace and remember, so that you can overcome this emotional eating. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. And again, I am also filling a group for the 10-week whole food, plant-based, no oil weight loss group. This is the group where everybody has these health success turnarounds. This is the one where I post all the success stories. And if you're wondering if that group is for you, then I really want to have a conversation with you about your health and weight loss issues. And so I want you to message me and let's have a conversation about that. That's not something we can really talk about over a text message, or that I can on one side say, whether it's for you or not. Okay? So, all right, I look forward to seeing you in the group. We have the weekly Wednesday Live happening at 7 p.m. on Wednesday. I do not know what the topic is going to be, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome. And I will be posting some amazing pictures of the food and the fun that we had at the Vegan Awakening retreat that just finished up this past weekend. It was amazing, and everybody loved the food prepping. It was so much fun. You're going to see the pictures. You're going to love it. So I hope to see you all in the group soon. Good night.